Hello, hello. Well, we are talking about what is above us, and if you want help, ask your Palladian brothers and sisters. They are actually not these sweet people that are they're warriors, and they are here to help us transition to a higher plane of thinking. So my thing is, why not come out of your house, spend 10-15 minutes and ask the Palladians, hey, I need a little help. So let's put on some makeup and get all sexy. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, the Palladians, my sister was really into that, and I said, these books, I don't get it. They're warriors, and they all write like they're. I would say that they would love to see us do a lot better than to deal with fear and feeding the loosh. I'm sure there's people who believe they're aliens. I worked with a coworker who I'm going to be honest. I have never seen this ever happen. Never seen it happen before me in my life. What happened was I had looked at a person and they had lunged at me. And for that little second, while they were lunging at me, they looked like a snake person. It was creepy. I never really got over it because I didn't do weed for 3. It was as dry as 3 months, and it was something else. So I try to tell people this: you never know who you're working with, or I don't. I used to hear about my dad thinking because they look a little different, they might be stronger. They might be stronger, they might look better for their age, but on the average, they're supposed to be the ones left behind. They're getting the old earth. What they're going to be done is they're going to have to remove them because there's no place. This earth is going to go straight from a 3D to a 5D. But yeah, some people are going to be everyone's like it's a different, I guess you would say, a different thing for everybody. So I believe that's what's out there. Some people are talking that that's what's out there, that the Palladians are the ones that are in the machines, and they have always said that we're not alone. We are not alone. There are people out there, are other beings, people, and I believe that the time has come where it is becoming more fashionable to say, hey, there's beings out there. That's why I got my alien shirt. That's right. But I think that these are the workers. I think that there are more than just that. There are different ones, and they are not angelic. They don't walk around going, "Oh, love and peace." No, 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 no. I have heard different talks about the Palladians, and they are warriors against the negative, against not nice people. They are kick-ass people. So here we are. It's Christmas 2025. And I think this is the beginning of where we realize, of course, we're not alone. We haven't been alone. They've been here. It's just like they say they're in a higher vibration. You're in a higher vibration than what is going on. It's not the earth, it's the people who go into a higher vibration will disappear and will reappear in the higher. So imagine if you went to a higher vibration, you no longer thought, I think it's time to move on to this higher vibration. I'm tired of the fear mongering and all that. So you go to this higher vibration and people are going to disappear. I know your children are not, your babies are not going to disappear. They are a product of ours and they will go with us. There will be no, do not call CPS and try to get rid of your kids. There's people who are going through that right now, trying to get back their kids because they were told by a guy on the internet that Jesus was coming back and hurry up, I'm like, wait, what are you having, like a kegger party or something where you can't have kids and you're being told to call the CPS? Come on. So that's what I think a lot of it is the change of that. A lot of people don't really understand that you as a human being, when yeah, you know, you're being told pretty much, and it's good to keep in mind that you should keep your mind full of love and happiness even through we know that we have enemies and they're assholes, but keep sending them love because it really fucks with the entities down below who happen to look like a bunch of snake people, lizard people, whatever you want to go. They've been here. They've been here thousands of years and they refuse to, they think they're better than anyone else and they're already at the place they can be, but they can't if they don't raise their vibrations, they're going to be left in the dust is what they really will. There will they'll have to find, they have to have that sibient feeling, the latching onto something to have them being fed. And they are fed our fear and all the negative stuff. They're fed that. That's how they live. No, you can't go do that. There's my baby. I love my cat. So if you're like fear mongering or you're worried about something, it's good, this is a super moon. And if you have the super moon, it's good. Go outside, even though it's cold, dress warm, put a hat on, go outside and ask your Palladian brothers and sisters, hey, I need help. I want to raise my vibration. Could you help me raise my vibration so I can go to the higher vibration so I don't have to worry about the fear mongering? Please help me, please bring my male and female part together so I can raise my vibration because that's the only way you're going to do it. That's what I heard. That's what I'm going with. And yeah, I do believe that we all can raise our vibration. Everyone's going to do it different, though. It's not going to be all at the same time. So tonight I'm going to go spend some time outside, sit outside, and try to raise my vibration if I can. So, see what happens. So today I am enjoying some delicious, look at this. Now, I'm going to be honest. I really wanted to have the Chernobyl that this other company comes out with. They are pricey after tax and everything. You're talking, it's not cheap. If you bring cash, it's a lot cheaper. I haven't, and I need to do that from now on. But I love my weed. I do. So I was being told that putting my feet up like this, because I have a habit, I've been doing it for years on here, is just a way for me to move my legs and stuff. I'm not trying to be sexy. I'm not trying to do any of that. But apparently, some people think it's a little bit too much. I thought that me moving into the office, I got lower views working in the office than what I did views in here. I'm serious. You guys must like my cat. Where's my cat, by the way? Hey, Bobby. Here, Bobby. Where are you? Wow, he's quiet. Come here, Bobby. Where's my little turd bag? I had dragon's blood. Let's see, black cherry. Come on, Bobby. You usually come out of the. I do lavender. Oh boy, I just had a. Oh. So, my sister loved the Palladians. This was her deal. So I got a message for you, my sister. You need to go outside. You and your husband ask for a higher vibration. See if you can get help. They're just like us. They're not angelic. They're here to help. They're not here to give. They're here to help. Huh, I wonder. Hey, what come over? Hey, come on, Palladians. Come here. You can help me organize my room and stuff. Come on. Come on over. Hey, I'm thinking of, well, you want to help me planetarily wise. It's a planetary help thing. I'm terrible, but it would be cool, wouldn't it? You get these people from another place, be like, doing a share thing, you're sharing whatever reason. You get to know them. Hey, we don't have like, credits to come here, but we have some gold. Oh, no problem. I'll go and take that over at the Hawk shop. We'll get some money. We'll go shopping. Oh, okay. Here's our gold. And they give you this big thing of gold, and you're like, wow, could you cut that in quarters and we'll just, put it hidden somewhere where I will videotape myself hiding. you put description notes and you're the only person who can figure it out. So you go out shopping with them, you got this gold and you find out, God, it's about 20 grand, and it's not a big piece. And you're thinking, wow. So that's a payment you get. Like they give you this big thing of gold because you're like them and showing them places and you have gas in the car. So that's pretty good. Wouldn't that be fun if they did that? You go out, they have to get clothes. So, you know, they probably have like the husband and wife. They usually are married and they have a husband and wife and they are good looking. It's not like I've ever seen an ugly Palladian. I mean, really, it's not, it's not like you go, oh, God damn, your cousin just doesn't look, ooh, Jesus Christ. That's just a bit on the ugly side. Oh, he's a lower vibration. So in um from what I understand, they are the Palladians are going around the earth. Now, if you can remember, not talking about anyone else, but you know, I really I am going to work hard because I know this YouTuber that talks about the male and the female and combining them, and I'm just love his information as a being a human being, and I appreciate it very much. And I think that he knows I'm on the level with him. I'm cool with him, even if he has an argument and he's trying to make up with his girl. I put something out there like, just a like, I'm supporting you. Work your shit out. Have good vibes, and that's just me. I just don't want no drama. But if you push me and make me, then I become a whole different person. And then, yes, I do fight back. No, I'm not going to just go to the ends of the earth. I just get even. Once I'm even, I'm done. I don't talk about that person. I'm done. I have gotten even. I felt that this year because of the review and stuff. I showed them. That's all. I don't need to tell anybody I'm a good worker. You just come in, you punch in, you punch out, you leave, you call it a day, and you don't forget your phone. Yeah, I forgot my phone. That's why I didn't go online on here because sometimes I use my phone as a teleprompter and I don't want to be left without one. And sometimes I don't use it, but that day I wanted to. And if I don't have the option, I will be nervous to go on. There are certain things that I do that make me feel comfortable, and having a telephone is one. We are watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh, it's because it's white. But it's got a white background. I got it tilted a certain way. There we go. You see it much better. You know what? I This is the cheapest TV I bought brand new from Walmart. I mean, it 130 bucks. I walked out the door. They're like, "Would you like?" No, you know what? I don't want to spend $5 for protection for something that I can buy on my next check if need be. I rather just walk out without protection because it's a pain in the ass. It's not worth the $5. They need to make it like a buck 50 for all the problems you have. Fuck them. Yeah. I did take one back at Walmart. Not a TV. It was a game console thing, and I literally it was such a bad experience. I will if I can avoid buying their protection thing, do it because they will try to say that they're not going to do it. Oh yeah, it's lovely. You almost have to be a lawyer, and I think the only reason why I got it because my dad was there and he is a lawyer. Well, was a lawyer when he was living. I'm the one that didn't go the professional route. Oh, I could have. No problem. It's just, you see, I wanted to be a lawyer, but my ex said he didn't like lawyers. I don't know. Maybe it's because he got balls. Yeah, I got a haunted artifact. I'm going to have to. Something my friend Crazy Christine gave me. I wear it, I just get angry. I need that's one of my um I think it's we all have um things to conquer. That's one of them. Mhm. But I keep cool and quiet. Oh yeah. If I have something to say, I have something, to be heard. I pull management aside at a time where I and him can only be heard and tell what's going on. And I feel good about that. I feel I'm being heard. So I'm cool. It's just, just say a prayer for my company. Right now, things are real slow and, some people are being assholes. You see, I have a coworker who keeps telling me, yeah, $22 an hour over at the changing room thing for Walmart. So I can leave and you stay here? I went for that job like 4 years ago or so. So I walked in and, I filled out the thing online at home and I went there. This is before I was called in and over at Aztec. And the woman was real happy. She said, "You don't have anything, but you have good customer service," because she went through some questionnaire stuff, what to say. And after about a half an hour, she said, "We can only give you 16 an hour. That's what when you start from bottom, that's what you start at." So I would be working again at $2 less. I was like, no, I'm good. And then he tells me that he's not happy with, we're not getting this and that. And I'm like, oh God. No. And I'm like saying a prayer for him. I am just suddenly, nope, I'm not going to let him get me upset or anything. I'm going to say a prayer. So instead of him triggering me, I now on, instead of getting angry, I stay neutral and I send him off with a prayer because I know that some people really did depend on the little bit of extra money. They really did depend on it. It was in some cases, their Christmas, and I'm sorry, it sucks. You know, hard times sucks, but good times are great. If you're going to be there for the good times, you got to be there for the hard times too, the bad times, and I'm there. I'm good. I'm happy with what I have. I'll do extra on here as long as I'm not complained at stuff. I'm cool. Woo-hoo. So right now I am smoking some sherbet, and I mixed it with. I gotta do some sit-ups. I mixed it with sunset sherbet, and this is, I think, a different type of sherbet. So sherbets, and this is a the THC is 32, total THC is 28. mm, I'm trying to see here. Well, they got uh, some healing properties that are pretty decent too. um Trying to see, it's supposed to be, I think I said, seeing if it's a sativa or they even got Delta in here. Ooh. Lately, I've had some really bad back pain, and it's not like it's not work causing it. It's. I think it's today is cloudy. When we have cloudy weather, my back just turns to poo poo. So I'm thankful. I have not heard from Poopy Pants because when he calls, I don't care if I'm at work or not. Oh, really? Dang foot fetish, crazy little kitten. Yeah, I'll get you. So it's really good. Um, then we have this is a hybrid. It's a sherbet, and it's really good. You got the mix. It's like the nice little mixed bag. It is really. Whew, yeah. Oh, but this sucker smells so good. Cleans you out. So it's been good. I am happy. We are watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This is one of the few movies, they even show it on YouTube, and it has commercials in it and stuff like that. I believe it does. Or the I get this on Max, so this might not have commercials. Some of them do, some of them don't, but I know that Max doesn't have commercials. It's only when they show it on, it's like you go on Disney Plus, but if you go on their other affiliated things that they have, what's it called? You know, you have commercials. I don't mind. So I was hoping someone would pop up because I'm waiting. Let me show you. I'm waiting right here. All right. Since no one is here, that means, ooh, I get, yeah, I see you. I get a card till someone comes up. So, what is this one? Key. What is a key for? It's a good intuition, or is it intuition? So, a key. Openness, revelation, unlocking achievement, liberation, and restitution. Resolution. Hello. Well. Who is this? Okay. So let's see what we'll find for you. So, the tower. High standards. One person, lonely, in that gilded cage. Let's do me. Let's see what key was. Ooh. There we go. All right. Looks like I get to do one for me because that person just left. Goodness. Ooh, I'm going to get information. That'd be real nice. It'd be nice to hear from someone, that I know. Because I get it that it's not going to just be like an advertisement. It's going to be a nice letter from someone close. Man, let me see. I can find what else. All right. Oh, finding oneself, changing your thought. Someone I know. So, what's going on with someone I know? What is going on in this person's life? What is going on with the man's card? I guess you would say his mother. What will happen with me? How about what will happen to my channel? What will happen to my channel? What will happen to my channel? Let's see. Oh, blockage. Uh-oh. What is the reason? Hi, how are you? Oh, it's your turn. Would you like to pick a card? I'll pick one for you. Let's find out what's going on with your life. Thanks for the thumbs up. Well, we were talking about Palladians, and apparently that's what this one lady said. That's what's floating out there. So my suggestion is go out there. If you really are ready to move on and go to a higher destiny, no, don't call your CPS worker to pick up your kids. Go outside and ask the Palladians for help. No, they're not angelic. They are warriors of negativity, and they will help you. So let's see what's going on in your life. Ah, getting a message. That includes text messages. That's a message of someone that you've been wanting to hear from, and it's going to make you feel so happy and relieved because you've been worrying for nothing. That person just got busy. Whoa. They even took the plus off. Oh my. Ooh. Wow. I never had that before. Ooh. Wow. Well, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So, the Palladians, if you want some help from them, I would go out here during the supermoon because we're emotional beings and we're really noisy. They consider us real noisy, but they're emotional. God, could you imagine a Palladian and an Earthling? You'll have an emotional, mouthy thing. So, let me ask the tarot cards. Will I meet a Palladian tonight? Will I meet a Palladian tonight? Oh, a trip. So I'll take a trip. So let's see. What will the trip take me to? The moon. The trip will take me to the moon, which will reveal secrets and also produce harmony from disharmony. So okay, I can dig that. Maybe I should be clean. Yeah. So I'll go as I am. Maybe I'll take a moon shower. My stomach's been bothering me lately. I've been eating a lot of popcorn because you see, I've been doing tarot reading. Boy, oh boy, it's a popcorn eating type of tarot reading because it's not my BS. Anyone that I happen to be thinking of, oh shit, that's their life. Oh, you know what? I may be alone for Christmas. I have my son with me. I have my daughter's friend. I may be with just two people. Well, at least they're people and they're nice. You know, if my boyfriend, if Brandon wants to be a part of my life, then he's going to have to want to be around Christmas. God, that's special. There's a little hint there. I think I ate too much popcorn. My cat, I put my legs in a V when I'm sitting in the bed, and my cat, I gotta stand up. He'll go and play around. And today I went and my cat went underneath right by my butt, and I went. I mean, really farted. My cat backed up, went back in, backed up. It was hilarious, and I didn't get it on video. Oh my God. Wow. Man, them farting spiders are all around here. I'm going to have to get some aliens to help me or some galactic people helping me. Yeah. Uh, let's see what I'm going to get. All right. Health. Trees, health, vitality, awareness of your surroundings. Not bad. If you get the health card a lot and you're just doing one card, that means you should do more of a thorough reading with that card because it's telling you to look at something. I had a friend who said, she started reading this. She goes, what's the big deal? I kept telling her that she needs to detox. She was a serious alcoholic. And I told her the alcohol is killing her. And that's the reason why she's having it. And look up all these things. These are all alcohol related. You got to quit. When you're not on the alcohol, you get the shakes. And then she doesn't want to deal with that. I says 2 weeks of that. You just get rid of the toxin. Just don't go back to the alcohol. You need to go to group therapy, AA. So, yeah. All right, the Palladians. We got some super moons coming up. Go outside. Ask the Palladians for help. They're here. No, they're not angels. They're really not angels. They're not they're someone from another place in the solar system. They're here to help us. So ask, hey, I need help. You're ready to move on. They'll help you. They'll integrate your male and female. And there are several people talking about it, but I belong to it's a group, and they're really nice people. Support them because they talk about a very tender subject, and a lot of people don't want to hear about religion. And this young guy is an expert in them. I'm blown away. I'm like, damn, cool dude. So I like the information so much. I belong to the group so I can download and in a lot of cases read that on my computer. I can, I just wish I could get my printer going. But it'll get going or I'll buy a new one way or another. It'll belong to Costco again. But I digress with that. Right now, financially, I can't do that. So maybe I can ask somebody if they could fix my printer because my son couldn't. All right. Hey, any places I have traveled, I've been to the Niagara Falls on the Canadian side and American side. I have been to I've been to Arizona, of course, that's where but I lived in Michigan. I lived in Texas. I lived in California. I've been all through California. The redwood forest is absolutely breathtaking. I mean, when you stand by those trees, you're like, damn, that's a big motherfucking tree. Boom! It's like there's no hugging that baby. You might just kind of hug. It's like a little hug because that sucker is like big. Yeah, that's what you call super duper trees, the redwoods. And yeah, my dad every summer had an itchy foot. We've been to Canada. I've been all through the Canada province and Quebec, and yeah. Favorite places I have traveled, I would have to say Quebec. Back then, I could speak perfect French. It blew my dad's mind away. We went to a cafe, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And my dad's like, he looked at his wife to be at that time, and she was blown away too. Oh, what did you want? Okay, I'll tell him. I don't know how I did it to this day because I had to retake that shit when I was like 16. But I caught on real quick. Oh, yeah, I'm a fast, quick learner on the French subject. Yeah, I must have my last lifetime. Yeah. So I feel close to that. And guess what? I did my DNA. I did it on two subjects of the DNA, two different one, 23andMe, which now I would not suggest to use, but I did use that. And then you have your ancestral one where I use that, and that's been the best one yet. And they both came out with the same information. So I'm going to be honest with that. And yeah. So I do have 25% Swedish. Of course, some people think, they always joke how the Swedish stay young and stuff. And I think it's because they're vampires. So don't forget to put a thumbs up. It helps. It really does. I would really appreciate it. Oh yeah, I that's a good point. I should do that. What I'm going to be talking about, what time I'm going to be on, because there's days in the middle of the week I'm not on at 7, I'm on at 6. And I'm no longer on Monday or Tuesday because it's kind of stressful, and it's also kind of stressful for me to go on at Thursday. To be honest, Thursday is usually payday, and then I'm paying bills sometimes. And it just, after working, you're tired. So, yeah, that's a great idea. I really do appreciate your input into my channel. So let's all, grab your blunt, whatever you smoke your weed in, or if you don't, just pick up a cup of coffee or a cup of water, take a drink, a meditation breath, whatever, and think happy thoughts. Think that you want to meditate, you want to be a higher vibration, you want to help the earth, you want to help yourself, you want to grow as a spiritual person. Because that's what I would like to do. I'm going to go outside. I am going to ask for help. I'm going to meditate the best way I can. And then I'm going to go back inside. And that's all I can do. My cat loves action and adventure. I am watching behind me is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, of course. He really made, I think if they had someone different, it wouldn't have made those movies. He just made those movies. National Lampoon's, European Vacation, made it, at that time. I wouldn't have done well in this time because a lot of people back in the 80s were visiting overseas more than what they are now. Really, there's more in people wanting Europeans coming over here than the other way around. And we're not talking just Harry. We're talking other European people. Because who also moved overseas over in England? You got that Ellen DeGenerate. She's trying to get her way back here. God dang, she's going to have to give away that mansion. It's always underwater. Going to have a special underwater sale. Oh well. Send her off with love and light. Send her off with love and light. That's all. She wants to come back. Let her come back. See what she says. Maybe she's seen the light. Maybe she didn't. Who knows? Okay. So let's hope the Palladians, you know, uh, some good happens. Oh, what's the story of my the cursed bear? Um, I guess you can say, how one day you're like thinking, wow, I wonder what I can do to make this is before Chat GBT and stuff. And what happened was a lot of people were buying cursed objects on eBay. It was like a big deal. So I put it on my show. Why not? I'm Stupid of the Month Club. Let me try that one. Oh, yeah. So I get this cute beanie baby bear and driving it there. Oh, it was funny because that thing moved a whole lot for being where it was. It shouldn't have moved at all. The road I drove was pretty smooth back then. So anyway, I decided to mail it to my stepmother at that time. You see, my dad had just had surgery for heart, and he was recouping at home. He didn't get the proper care that he really needed. She was more into smoking her cigarettes and spending time with her friends. She didn't care to take care of my dad. It was my brother who had to drive all the way to where he lived in Grand Blanc and my dad lived in Holly, Michigan. And he had to drive from Grand Blanc to Holly, Michigan to change my dad's diaper because she refused to do so. Kid you not. So I sent it to there and told her, I'm sorry. Here's a bear. Hold it close to you. Okay, all right. It's bad to do that, but yeah, she pretty much my dad is passed away. He died from a heart clot that they couldn't stop because the machine was a half a mile away and it was literally 50 below zero. They couldn't start the thing. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. So I sent the bear to her because it was my dad's address and put I'm sorry. And yeah, it's not a nice bear. We had shit going on over at my house like you couldn't believe. And I was like, well, it was either I drop it off at Zach Bagan's place or I keep the bear. And then more stuff happened. Nope, I'm good. So I mailed it off. I didn't want it no more. That's what happened to my cursed bear. Please put a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. We are almost done here. Tomorrow, I will be going on at 6. I will put some miniature snippets and like a good suggestion, and people will know that I am on here. And if you want to prove to yourself or not prove to yourself, this is a super moon. It's supposed to be a good psychic thing. You can send off your message to the Palladians. No, they are not angels. They're like us. And say, hey, I need some help. Or you can even say, hey, I want to look good too. Maybe you could put me in your regenerative chambers. And yeah, they do have that. Maybe I ask about that too, and I go to the moon for a bit. So let's see what goes on. So I am going to smoke the rest of my blunt, which is now the joint size. We got a minute and then I am going. So everyone be happy and have a great smoke or whatever and enjoy yourself. I'm going to go and ask the Palladians to help me. No, I shouldn't have sent it to my stepmother because that was the only way I could get even with her. Really. She sold my dad's house for a song. All right. Mm, I forgave her on that. I moved on. I should have never sent the bear. I know I'm bad. All right. Mm, but maybe I was her karma.